Let's see how many until I find a legendary card. All right, well, that was actually way less exciting than I was hoping.
RNG is a cruel mistress.
Yep, could have been 40, could have been 3, but here we are.
I'd say R&D.
I was literally thinking the same thing.
You talk about Carmen like that?
Whoa! These are all your cards, pal.
Not Clara, apparently.
Oh, hello. What's up? It's Shuffle Up and Play. This may have been an episode recorded in the past, but we are playing with cards from the future. We have taken apart the Doctor Who Commander decks and rebuilt them, regenerated them into new designs, new creations using the many different combinations available, as well as cards from throughout the history of Magic the Gathering. Who has come to save the day today?
Wow, that was an amazing intro.
Yes, that was completely ad-libbed too.
No, you crushed it.
I was just like, it just went.
I got just left me speechless, which is hard to do, by the way.
Yes.
Me speechless.
So what is who are you that you are so speechful?
Hey everybody, my name is Gavin Verhey. I'm a principal game designer on Magic the Gathering and the lead designer of the Doctor Who Commander decks. And I'm wearing the 10th Doctor right now, one of my personal favorite Doctors, but it's not the Doctor that I am playing. I am playing a non-canonical team-up. You'll see plenty of other fun canonical team-ups here today, but one of the fun things to me is you can mix and match from all across space and time. So we've got the War Doctor paired with Ryan Sinclair. Now, this is a deck unlike any deck you've probably seen before. This is an Exile and Phasing Matters deck. It's a brand new look for Boros, and I can't wait for you all to check it out.
Exiling and phasing matters in Boros?
Yeah.
In this economy?
What can be more Doctor Who than Exile and Phasing, It's
pretty Doctor Who.
So my deck is going to seek to basically build up time counters on the War Doctor. Then when he attacks, he will deal damage equal to the number of time counters on him.
Wow, that sounds really cool.
Well, hopefully it works. We're going to find out.
Hopefully.
Like any good Doctor plan, hopefully it works. We'll see.
Hi there, you might know me as Teferi or Teferi Magic, but this time I am playing another Time Lord. In fact, I am playing a rogue Time Lord, the Master. And I won't be phasing anyone this time, I'm afraid, Gavin, but however, I will be creating with the Master Multiplied. The legend rule doesn't apply to creature tokens I control. Triggered abilities I control don't cause me to sacrifice or exile creature tokens I control. Therefore, I care about creating more creatures and having them spread out and destroy and create chaos and destruction.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Good time.
I think you should play villains more often.
No.
You're so used to the hero of Dominaria.
I'm versatile. I got all kinds of
Yeah.
Hello, I'm the Doctor. But normally, I'm Carmen Klomparens. I'm a game designer at Wizards of the Coast, and I worked on the Doctor Who team forever. Today, though, I'm playing the 12th Doctor and Clara Oswald. My deck is all about casting spells from exile and growing the 12th Doctor to just commander damage people out.
And Clara was a really special card for you. Why?
Yeah, so Clara actually has an awesome ability that lets her add any color identity to any Doctor with her Doctor's Companion effect. And I thought it was so cool that she lived so many lives and was so involved with so many parts of the Doctor that it really felt like you could build your own adventure with Clara.
Well, I am the only one who is actually dressed as his commander because my commander is the 7th Doctor, as well as his faithful friend Ace, Fearless Rebel. I'll be playing all sorts of games when I attack, leaving my opponents guessing what I have in my hand. But in order to make those attacks, good old Ace and her trusty baseball bat will be clearing a path for me, fighting our way towards victory. So we, of course, built these commander decks by taking apart all 4 of the commander precons and adding in magic cards from our collections to build decks using other legendaries that were present in the decks. If you would like to know what is in the Blast from the Past deck, I have a full deck reveal that went up just a few hours ago. It's in the past. You're watching this now in the future. You can travel back in time by clicking that link in this video's description or just clicking on YouTube and looking at literally the previous video. I did it 3 hours ago, and now it's like hours in what time is it now? Time to shuffle up and play.
Wow, that was good.
That was good.
That was good.
Yeah. All right, well, shall we roll to see who goes first? That's a 5. I don't think I'm going first.
You needed a
Maybe
seventh.
7th. I'm going 7th.
All right, well, I can go for, I guess,
10th.
Ward Doctor is
War
technically...
10th is technically the 8th.
The 8th.
No,
the
9th.
Technically
9th.
9th Doctor.
I don't like the numbering.
An 8.
Right, yeah.
An 8.
All right, all right.
All right, doctors, let's see what we do here.
Oh, there's another 5. All right.
All right.
You gotta beat
All right.
an 8.
12.
12.
12.
If you roll a 12.
12. 12.
If you roll a 12.
Oh.
Roll off. Roll
Oh,
off.
it could still be a 12.
All right.
Roll off.
All right.
Roll off.
Looking for 12.
12.
If she rolls a 12. Oh, that was 3.
Not a good number. All right,
All right.
snake eyes.
All right, here we go. War Doctor Ryan Sinclair. All right, I got it.
All right. Shall we shuffle up and play?
We shall.
Let's
All
go.
right, let's go.
Remember that in Commander, the first mulligan is free.
Wow, this should be a really fun mix of decks we have right here. Excited to see how this all plays out. And we tried so many of the, like, face pairings for the decks, but we've rejiggered it all. Like, who knows how this is going to all play out? This is wild.
Still doing it.
No, I messed it up.
No, you messed it up. Oh, there you go.
I messed it up.
Here, I can do it. That's because I already drew mine.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
And I messed this up because I already can see I need to mulligan this.
I'll go with you.
Will you go with me through space and time?
Feels strange not to make all the time jokes.
Yeah.
Right,
still
that's
Time-
right.
I'm
You
still a Time Lord. I'm still a Time Lord.
I have always maintained that Teferi is the Time Lord of Magic the
I
Gathering.
think it's the truth.
The intelligent yet playful traveler, master of time.
Yeah, he's a master and a Time Lord.
Right. No. But you're the master.
That's true.
Here today.
All right, I got something for it.
All right, I'm going to. You reversed the polarity, but I'm going to reverse it right back. And before you say that Sylvester McCoy never used a sonic screwdriver, he did in the 1990 telemovie, and this is the one that he used. So it's canon. It's canon.
I will also sonic my library, but I love my hand, so I'm actually just gonna keep this.
Right.
And make my top card really good. You got any sonic screwdrivers over there?
No
Master?
sonic screwdrivers.
All right.
I don't need a toy, Doctor.
He actually does have a toy.
I need a toy.
Available at your retailers today.
I'll just
But that's
steal
not what
it.
we're selling. All right, we're all good. So Gavin, you're on the play, I believe.
Okay. Doctors, Master, let's kick it off.
Shouldn't we be doing arch enemy against the master?
Sometimes they work together,
Next time.
In the next episode. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play Temple of Triumph. I'll go ahead and scry 1. Ooh, I like that card. I'll put it back on top of my library. It's your turn. Go ahead.
All right, I will draw for my turn, and I will play the Temple of Malice, how appropriate, and I too will scry for my turn. I'll leave that there.
All right.
All right, more temples.
Right. Let's if everybody plays a
Right.
temple. I don't have a temple.
Okay.
All right. Ketria Triumph.
Well.
Triland. Go.
I will try.
You'll triumph.
I'm going to play one of my favorite types of lands. It is a Sea of Clouds. Now, this enters the battlefield untapped because we're playing Commander. Absolutely love them. This type debuted in a set called Battle Bond. Did you ever play Battle
Never
Bond,
heard of it.
Gavin?
Can't say I've
it was
ever heard of
whoever was involved in Battle Bond, really brilliant. But I'm going to
Second one someday. I don't know. Maybe
Right.
we'll
I'm sure they were doing their best.
Yeah.
very appropriate. This is the Commander land because I'm going to tap it for a Soul Ring. Turn 1. What an
Arch
unusual
enemy.
play.
What a great idea.
Those Sonics really worked well. Nothing I can do with just colorless mana though, so I pass the turn. So it's not too powerful. All
right.
If I could do something with it.
It's only triple the mana of all of us. Not that
right.
more powerful.
All right. New plan. New stuff versus old stuff.
I like this plan.
All right. Well, I'll draw my card. I'm gonna play a mountain. I'm gonna tap 1 and 2, and I'm going to cast a Talisman of Conviction, which can tap for mana.
Talisman of Convictions are cool.
Yes, yes, they are.
Get ready for a whole hour of that.
I love that we made the talismans all little affects of the Doctor.
Yes.
That was like a really nice little thing. But that's cool. So we got the bow tie.
Is one of
right
them
here.
a stalk of celery?
One of them is a stalk of
That's
celery.
right, that's a good
Perfect. Talisman of Unity, appropriately now.
Question, who can say why the Doctor wears a stalk of celery?
Not only can I tell you, but the flavor text of the card tells you.
Okay, well, we'll have to wait and see if it comes up now.
Does the
Why?
flavor text taste like celery? Is the
I haven't eaten the card yet, so I'll let you try that.
It does. It does. We have people. I'm sure someone might have.
Our best people in QA were on it. All right, I'm going to take 1 damage. I'll take first blood. Here, go to 39. and I will suspend Ecstatic Beauty from one of my favorite episodes, Vincent and the Doctor. So I'll put 4 counters on it, and in 4 turns, I will exile my top 3 cards, and I can play those cards until end of turn. And I'll pass my turn over to you, Master.
Untap. Draw. I will play this plain old mountain, and I will pass the turn.
All right. Big draw, good one. That one's fun. All right, Rejuvenating Springs. Kind of like Sea of Clouds, a little different.
So that's a
colors.
really good card, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I
I
think
have
so.
so many opponents. So.
Right. Yeah.
And then I'll play Arcane Signet, everyone's favorite. It taps for a lot of colors of mana.
It's Soul Ring at home.
Well, maybe you're at home, but you're up.
The TARDIS is my home. Arcane Signet. Oh, I must resist Gavin joke about Arcane Signet. Okay, going on.
The Gavin giveth and the Gavin taketh away, you know? So.
The Gavin giveth and Gavin taketh away.
Or giveth too far.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. I love that card, Rejuvenating Springs. I love it so much, I think I will play one of my own.
Are you feeling rejuvenated?
I'm feeling very rejuvenated.
Very handsome and smart of you.
It's time for me to bring in my friend Ace.
Ace.
And I'm gonna go ahead and spend 4 to bring in Ace, Fearless Rebel, who's got Nitro 9, which means that whenever Ace, Fearless Rebel attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on Ace, Fearless Rebel, then it fights up to 1 target creature defending player controls. Just a 2/2 for now, and I don't have any artifacts, though it's interesting that my doctor makes them.
You can sack your Soul Ring.
I think you
Sack
have.
that Soul Ring, no problem.
Oh,
Nitro
yeah,
9.
that's an
Why don't
artifact.
you
isn't it?
sacrifice your Soul Ring, Prof?
I didn't, well, I don't want to
Sacrifice your
soul.
soul.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
I actually, it would be cooler. Maybe I will.
Oh.
But for now, I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. And I'll remove a time counter off Ecstatic Beauty. I'll draw my card. I just drew a very funny magic card. You'll see it someday. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play tap 1, 2, and 3 of them for Ryan Sinclair from the 13th Doctor's run. Here's what Ryan does. When he attacks, you exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. I can cast that exiled card without paying its mana cost if its mana value is less than or equal to his power. So for now, if I hit anything that costs 2 or less, he'll cast it for free. Otherwise, it just goes on the bottom of my library. All right?
Okay.
So maybe I'll hit a Signet, maybe I'll do nothing. You never know with Ryan Sinclair. I will, though, tap 1 mana, and I'm going to play the Ozolith. So
What episode was that from?
the same one that Ketria Triome is from, I believe.
Okay. Yes, that's actually true.
Yeah.
And I'll pass over to you, Master.
All right, gonna draw, and I will play this basic swamp, and then I will play Urabrask's Forge. At the beginning of combat on my turn, put an oil counter on Urabrask's Forge, then create an X1 red Phyrexian Horror creature token with trample and haste, where X is the number of oil counters on Urabrask's Forge. Sacrifice that token at the beginning of the next end step. Turns out, kids, that we are moving to my combat step.
I have a feeling I'm about to get hurt.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
Very, very on flavor for the master to
Yes.
ally himself with the Phyrexians.
I think we'll start with you since you seem
Well,
so
I mean,
eager.
attack them. You won't.
I won't what?
I don't think you're. I think you're afraid of attacking them.
You think I'm afraid? Yes.
Is
well,
it our
they'll
2
have
2s in
block-
the way?
Oh, no, there it is. Yeah. So,
right,
number
all
one,
right.
I think it is you.
All right, I'll take one. I'll
You're
take
taking one for combat, and I pass the turn.
one. Okay. All right, I'll play a forest and then tap 2 for Baral, Chief of Compliance.
Ugh.
So Baral makes my instants and sorceries cost 1 less, and if I counter a spell, I can draw a card, and then if I do, I discard a card, and he's a 1/3. But that's all I've got for my turn. So you're up.
All right. Baral, I think, is a worse villain than the master in my
think
book.
so.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, interesting. I gotta read this card because it's from one of the. I mean, it might be from one of the new decks there. Yes, let's
Cards
just.
from the future.
Yes. I'm just going to be basic and play a forest, and then I've got just the right combination of mana to bring in Sylvester McCoy. I don't have my Radagast the Brown card to make that joke that Sylvester McCoy has appeared on not 1 but 2 Magic cards because he played Radagast the Brown, but here he is, and whenever the 7th Doctor attacks, choose a card from my hand. Defending player guesses whether that card's mana value is greater than the number of artifacts I control. If they guessed wrong, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If you don't cast a spell this way, investigate, meaning create a clue token. Your Phyrexian is currently gone, Master.
Currently gone.
Is that true? I'm going to go ahead and attack you with Ace. I will not sacrifice.
Aw, come on.
It would have been. I was tempted to do it, but it's stupid to do it, and I'm not going to do it because I'm trying to be the clever chess master that is the 7th.
Understood. I'll take 2.
Take 2, and this is technically commander
Yes,
damage.
although if you kill it with Ace, I'll be very impressed.
That
But it is
will-
not impossible.
Ace can take down a Dalek with a baseball bat. She can take down the master.
Fair enough,
Yes,
fair enough.
Yes. Pass the turn.
Okay, untap. I'm gonna remove a counter off Ecstatic Beauty, and I will draw a card. All right, well, I'm gonna go for 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna play the War Doctor. So the War Doctor is a wild magic card. Whenever one or more other permanents phase out, and whenever one or more other cards are put into exile from anywhere, he gets a time counter.
Okay.
Whenever he attacks, he deals damage equal to the number of time counters on him to any target. And if something dies this way, it gets exiled to put another time counter.
Wow.
So he's in the war, there's all this time stuff happening around him, and then, he has to get a little furious.
Why are you always making Boros so strong in commander, eh? Eh?
Because the people asked for it.
They
Yeah.
did ask
Okay.
for it.
So I'm also going to point out an interaction that might not come up this turn, but it is little rules interaction for all of you out there. So whenever one or more other cards are put into exile, this triggers. If you exile until you look for something, for example, as Ryan Sinclair does, each one goes into exile separately. You exile one and the game checks,
no.
you exile one and the game checks, and so on. So when Ryan attacks, I'll get a counter for each card he exiles. Look it up, tell your friends.
Wow.
That doesn't seem very good.
So let's just see what happens. I see player with blocker, player with bot blocker. Oh, player without blocker.
I see how this is going.
Let's attack. I'm gonna send Ryan Sinclair at you.
All right.
And I'm gonna exile cards until I exile a non-land card. If it costs 2 or less, I can play it for free. See what happens. I exile a land. I exile a land.
Holy.
I exile land.
Relax.
I exile a Robe of Stars. So I'll cast the Robe of Stars for free, because it costs 2 or less. And I hit 1, 2, 3, 4 exiled permanents. And because of the ruling I just explained, War Doctor will get 4 counters.
Holy.
So next turn when he attacks, he'll deal 4 damage somewhere.
Was there no one on the design team to check what he was up to when he designed this? Look at what he did here.
Look at what you did. You have a soul ring.
That was not because of Doctor Who Commander decks. Although this isn't.
That is
Doctor
a
Who
that is
Commander
a
deck,
that
so-
is a Doctor Who soul ring.
It is a
Like, what?
Doctor Who Soul Ring. But that's worse. That is. Can you not? You see how that's worse, right?
No.
You see how that's worse.
I don't wear
Give it a
glasses because I
chance.
have good eyes. I don't see anything.
So
Oh.
this is what it means to be a Doctor of War. All right, well, you're gonna take 2 from Ryan.
I'm taking 2 from Ryan.
All right, well, War Doctor, he can't do anything yet this turn, but I'll play a land for turn. I'll tap it, and I'm gonna cast a Relic of Progenitus. Okay, it's a little way to exile cards from graveyards, and I will pass the turn over to you.
All right. I will untap. Draw. I will play this Shadow Blood Ridge for land, and I will also play a Thought Vessel.
Thought Vessel, I was sad we cannot get a Professor Yana card in the set, but it is the one reference to him that we got in there somewhere is, of course, his Vessel from that episode. So still in the deck somewhere, a little hint of Mr. Yana.
I know you've said you're sad that you could not get a Professor Yana card in the decks, and in that sense, you are not alone.
Thank you, Professor.
Yes.
Y-A-N-A, you are not alone.
Yeah, they get it. They get the joke. They get the
They
joke.
haven't seen the
It
show.
was the whole.
Do they?
It was the whole crux of that episode where we realized that the master was actually using the chameleon. Anyway,
Spoilers from a 10 plus year episode of television, but there you go.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, we got it. All right, down there.
As I move to the beginning of combat, I will take up my Urabrask's Forge, and I will create a Phyrexian Horror token that is a 2/1, and it needs to swing because it's hungry for blood.
McCoy is a 3/6.
You've
War
got a
Doctor's
blocker.
3/5.
You've got a blocker. I don't like Baral, so I'm going to swing at him.
But
All right. He does. And I'll pass the turn.
all right.
All right,
Appreciate
Doctor.
y'all's patience.
With all the time in the world.
Oh, because it's a time joke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I am going to tap 2 mana and cast Search for Tomorrow, which lets me search my deck for a basic land and put it onto the battlefield.
Right, discounted by 1 because of Baral. Very
Exactly.
nice. Very well done. Storm count 1, everybody. Baral in play. You always gotta keep track of storm count.
But don't tell them. Don't tell them that.
We all know that the weather the storm is coming to gain a much of life.
The oncoming storm?
The oncoming storm, perhaps, yes.
The Gathering Storm. We're playing Magic. Never mind.
What is tomorrow like, Carmen?
I'm still looking.
Okay.
I'm still looking. It's always in flux.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Good reference.
I get that reference.
I understood.
I get it.
Then I'm gonna play the backside of Balaged Recovery as tapped Balaged Sanctum. This is just a green tap land, and I'm done.
All right. Here we go. I got an interesting question for you there, Gavin.
Yes.
This is the question, is what happens if I attempt to exile the War Doctor? There's a lot of text there, so I'm going to ask you to give me the gist of it. What happens if I attempt to exile? Any weird
He
little...
gets exiled.
He gets exiled. That's fantastic.
Oh my god, that's such a flavor home run.
I will call out. I have the Ozolith, so I will move the counters onto the Ozolith, but you'll get rid of the card, which is pretty.
All right, so everybody's in favor of me exiling the War Doctor, I assume?
For the
yes.
moment.
Wow, you came ready to go today, guys.
I assume that means that we are ally doctors, at least for the moment, because I'm wasting using a spell because that's scary, right? Don't look at what the spell is. You know
I'm
what it
not
is.
looking. I'm leaning over
you're
to you.
leaning over to me?
I'm
Conspiratorially.
Yeah, wait,
Right.
thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of the War Doctor because I don't. Yes.
It's
Oh, you
Doctor
got
on
it,
Dr.
fam.
Crime.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. I tapped for a white, which was floating that whole conspiratorial time, and I'm going to path
Aw.
to exile the War Doctor. You may go get a basic land card because you're basic, and put that card onto the battlefield tapped because you're basic, and then shuffle.
So fitting because that depicts the second Doctor going into exile.
Yes.
The third Doctor. I love that
Right.
path of exile. It's so good.
Yeah.
I will. It's gonna happen.
I smacked your commander so hard he went back to the second regeneration.
Wow! Wow! I have a response. I am going to
God.
make you exile a card from your graveyard.
Yep.
I'll
My
put a-
search for tomorrow's gone.
And because you exiled the card, I'll put a counter on the War Doctor. But then, War Doctor will get exiled, I'll move his counter to the Ozolith, and he's going to go back into my command zone. I'm going to go to land. Choop. But at least I got a land, so it's not all bad. It's not all bad news. I get a mountain. Poor War Doctor. Although exile is an appropriate place for him to go, honestly.
Yes.
It feels about right for
That's where he was in the Doctor's mind for many regenerations.
many, many years. Well, my Ozolith now has 5 time counters, so there you go.
And those are going to go right back on the War Doctor when...
Yes, they are.
Yes, okay.
Who's ready to cut, Doctor? Do you trust me?
I trust you.
Wow.
No
If you can't-
more.
If you can't,
No more.
if you can't trust yourself, who can you trust?
Oh, there you
Yes.
go. Exactly.
So now you don't have any untapped creatures, I know.
I have no untapped creatures or lands or anything, really. I have an untapped Ozolith and Remove Stars, not doing a lot.
Would you like to play a game?
Oh, no. All right, let's play a game.
Move to declare attackers.
Okay.
I'm attacking you with the 7th Doctor. I am sending Ace over at our good friend, the Master, because I do want to see if Ace can kill the Master with commander damage. When the 7th Doctor attacks, I choose a card from my hand, and you're going to guess if that card is greater than or lesser than the number of artifacts that I have in
Which is
play.
1.
Which is 1.
Okay.
So this card greater than or lesser than the number of artifacts that I have in play.
All right, so I have to try and guess if this card costs 2 or more,
Right.
or one of us. And if I'm wrong, you get to cast it for free.
Yeah.
Seems like the safe bet is to say it costs 2 or more, so then you can cast anything that costs 1 or less for free.
You've activated my trap card.
What? What's that going to be?
Because
Whoa!
I felt it's only fitting since you are one of the originators of the modern format, and I love modern so much, to use this modern all-star card of Crashing Footfalls,
Very nice.
which has no mana cost and therefore is less than the number of artifacts that I have into play.
I feel tricked, Doctor. I feel tricked.
I get 2, not 1, but 2 4/4 green rhino creature tokens with trample. Now, it's not suspended, though.
It just gets
It's
cast.
just
yeah.
cast.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
can-
really cool. I thought it was suspended for a second. Okay.
No, you just get to do it. Wow.
Just do it.
I guess I'll also take 3 from the 7th Doctor.
And I'll take 2 from Ace.
I go down to 36. And you get 2 rhinos?
And I get 2 rhinos.
Wow.
And I also get a second main phase.
Oh, true. This doctor's got it all.
I did play a land. No, I didn't play a
you've
land.
not
this
played a
turn.
land
I didn't play a land yet? Wow.
You kill my commander, then you trick me into giving you some rhinos. What kind of doctor are you?
I'm gonna Simic Growth Chamber, returning Sea of Clouds to my hand, and then let's go ahead and spend 3, and we're just gonna bring out another little artifact here. It's a Commander's Sphere. I can tap it to add 1 mana of any color in my Commander's color identity or sacrifice it to draw a card. Finally, some food for Ace. Pass. If Ace eats it, can I then sacrifice it to draw the card?
No, you
that's
cannot.
not. No.
You must
That's
choose.
greedy,
to
isn't it? That says greedy.
Yeah, don't be so greedy.
That was so cool. In hindsight, I wish we had made a Jadoon version of this.
Oh,
How sweet would that have been?
That would have been cool. That would have been very cool. Alas, for the next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you killed my doctor. Oh, this goes down to 1.
Yes.
You removed my doctor. How sad. I'm just gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here comes the War Doctor. He's back, everybody. War Doctor's back in town. And I'm gonna go to combat, and Ryan Sinclair, looks like the coast is still clear over on you, Master. I will attack you with Ryan Sinclair. I will exile cards until I exile a non-land card. War Doctor will get a counter for each of them. So, I'll exile the Flux. War Doctor will get 1 counter. I cannot cast it because its mana cost is 4 and Ryan's power is only 2. It just goes on the bottom of my library.
So you're saying the Flux is at bay for now.
Flux is at bay. It's very much at bay.
It's very crucial to me specifically that I don't have to deal with the Flux right now.
That is true. Well, you can take 2 damage.
You got it.
All right. Well, at least Ryan got his licks in. And I will go ahead and pass the turn to you.
All right, I will untap. I will draw. Ooh, I will play Shizo, Death Storehouse. And, I'll play, tap for 4.
Oh, you can play your commander, right?
I could, but I won't. I'm gonna instead play Jaxus, the Troublemaker. Jaxus, the Troublemaker, is a legendary creature, human warrior, for 3 and a red, and he says you pay 1 red and tap and discard a card. Create a token that's a copy of another target creature I control. It gains haste, and when this creature dies, draw a card. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. I will move to combat. I will tick up Urbrass Forge, thus creating a 3/1. I think,
all I have is a couple Jadoon. 4/4 Jadoons.
Oh,
A
4
platoon of
4s.
Jadoon.
And you?
Yeah,
I'm
3/5.
sorry.
Are you?
A little bit. Just
Oh,
a little
a
bit.
little.
A little bit.
Ah,
The tiniest
no,
amount of
for
remorse.
sure.
So your good old friend, the Phyrexian Horror with haste, is now a 3/1 and will attack your lovely
Face.
face.
16.
16.
36.
36.
You know, the greatest feeling in the world is when you manage to get one of those over on a WotC staff. The greatest. And she was my tutor.
Look, what can I say? I spend a lot of time on Standard and Modern.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to draw for turn.
So now you can unlock one of your commanders. Maybe got something
All right,
else
I'm going
wild
to play
going on.
Otawara, the Soaring City.
Nice.
This is a blue land right now. And then I'll tap 6 for Clara Oswald. So, she is the impossible girl, which means she counts as any color. In this case, I chose green. But she also has the ability that whenever she's on the battlefield, if an ability of one of my doctors triggers, it triggers again. And I'm done.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
No doctors right now.
No, I don't have a doctor yet.
Can you apply it to one of my doctors? They're technically the same character.
Well, if you find a way to maybe, say, copy this one, sure. I mean, Clara known for showing up in all kinds of places you wouldn't expect inside a Dalek, spoilers, in all kinds of
In
places.
Victorian England.
Spoilers.
England.
In Bessie in a quick next to Bessie in a quick cutscene.
On Gallifrey, convincing the Doctor to steal the TARDIS.
In the time stream itself, spoilers.
Yep. May I move to my untap?
Oh, yeah, you do what you gotta do.
I gotta untap. I gotta
Wow,
draw.
untap with those rhinos.
They did technically untap.
Yeah.
An untapped card untaps.
Yes.
Right? Is that correct?
Let's
it's not.
not say yes.
You're doing great.
Let's say yes. Let's say the truth.
Wave Thrasher would not get +1/+1 from them. If that's your question.
Okay.
We literally thought of the same coin.
I put Wake Thrashers in my.
How'd you know I was thinking of a Murpho? I gotta play that Sea of Clouds again.
No, you still have. Still have three opponents.
Yeah.
I do. So it's very interesting. Before I even go to combat, it's very interesting that you should mention Clara being something that could be copied and then as a way to help my doctor. And I think that's very on flavor because she is in all the Doctor's time streams, including mine, which is why I'm going to tap a whopping 6 mana.
Whoa.
That's as much as Clara costs.
For an Auton soldier. That is also as much as Clara costs. And this is going to enter the battlefield as a copy of Clara, except it isn't legendary, and it is an artifact. Very interesting. It has Myriad as well.
I would have expected her to maybe be a flesh duplicate, but honestly, as many places as she's been, probably was an Auton at some
Yeah, it
point.
makes sense.
You designed the card, not me. I mean, well, you probably didn't design it. You were involved in the designing of the card, not me.
It takes a team,
Yeah, it takes a team. It takes a team.
I designed that card.
Yeah, really? Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and move to declare attackers. I want to attackers you.
Aww.
Gavin. Gavin's the threat.
I'm the threat.
You're the threat.
You're the danger.
You're always the threat, Gavin.
You're always the threat. Gavin's the threat. And the wonderful thing is that Clara is going to ensure that if a triggered ability of a doctor I control triggers, it triggers twice. So we're going to play the guessing game twice.
Ooh, all right, a little double or nothing.
Double or nothing. I now have 1, 2, 3 artifacts in play. Is this greater than or lesser than the number of artifacts that I have in play?
Now we're getting tighter. I will play the odds still and still say greater than 3.
Well, I don't have to reveal that card. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to get a clue.
Okay, so now you get a clue.
Maybe I could have cast that card. Maybe I could have.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? But I got another trigger.
Right.
And now I'm going to say...
And now you have 4 artifacts, so now it's a little trickier. 4 is like a good break point for that deck, right? Because it's like, is it greater than 4? 4 or less?
Is this card greater than or less than the number of artifacts I have in play?
I'm still going to say it's greater than. I'm going to say it's greater than 4.
Very well.
All right.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
Could be anything.
Worst case scenario, you're drawing a card.
Who knows?
I will. All right. Well, the
So
War
now you
Doctor,
got attackers coming at you.
War Doctor's going to block that Rhino.
You're going to block the Rhino.
And I'll take 7 from the 7th Doctor and Rhino, including 3 commander damage. So I'll go down to 29. Jeez. Okay.
That's pretty sweet. Pretty neat. I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, I will use Relic of Progenitus. Please exile a card from your graveyard, Professor. Your choice.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm going to exile the Path to Exile.
Okay. When you exile a card, I'll put a counter on the War Doctor.
Oh, good.
All right. Yeah, I agree. It is good. I will,
So now it's a 4 of 6 now.
No. Now it is 2 time counters. I will go to my upkeep. I'll take a counter off Ecstatic Beauty, and this unsuspends. So Ecstatic Beauty exiles my top 3 cards. I can play those cards until end of turn, and if they have suspend, they get 4 time counters.
3 cards go into exile.
So exile my top 3 cards, which is a Mountain, a Delayed Blast Fireball, that's a really good one, and the Day of the Doctor. How fitting. And I will put 1 time counter on the War Doctor. So that goes to my graveyard, and these 3 cards are in exile this turn, and I can play them. And then I will go ahead and draw the turn. Ooh, that's a good draw too. All right, well, I'm gonna start by playing this Mountain. This is gonna be a big turn. Everyone's gonna be a big turn.
You have anything in response? Handy?
Not in my handy.
1,
That was not an intentional pun.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right? No, neither.
3. I would like to play Delayed Blast Fireball from exile. Delayed Blast Fireball deals 2 damage to each opponent and each creature they control.
Oh, good.
If this spell was cast from exile, which it was, it deals 5 damage to each opponent and each creature they control instead.
Eek.
So close.
So,
So far away.
how friendly do you think we are, hypothetically? I just want to know, are we buds? Are we doctors in crime? What's the...
I thought we were doctors in crime.
I hate you all, if anyone's...
I mean, I like you. Also, my card's name is the War Doctor, so it might give you a little bit of a clue into how I'm feeling today. I mean, what do you got? What do you got over there?
You know what? I have a dead Baral.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. So you all take 5.
Got a dead Jaxus.
And I think Ace and your Rhinos are going to bite the dust. But your Clara and 7th Doctor, 6 toughness, saves the day there.
Very nice there.
And I fought a 31.
Yep. All right, now here's the big play. I'm going to play Soul Ring. Okay, and now here's something very exciting. It's very appropriate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cast the Day of the Doctor.
Oh, no.
This is the saga for the War Doctor, so it's very appropriate. Here's the first chapter. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a legendary card. You may play that card for as long as the Day of the Doctor remains on the battlefield. The rest of the cards on the bottom in any order. So I'm going to exile until I find a legendary card. So for every card that's exiled from my deck, the War Doctor will get a counter. All right? Let's see how many until I find a legendary card. Here we go. 1. 2. All right, well, that was actually way less exciting than I was hoping. We went 3 deep. We found a tavern brawler.
RNG is a cruel mistress.
Yep, could have been 40, could have been 3, but here we are.
I'd say R&D.
I was literally thinking the same thing.
You talk about Carmen like that?
Whoa! These are all your cards, pal.
Not Clara, apparently. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. If you could put a die, if you could
All right.
mark your chapters,
All
I
right.
would.
Chapter 1. So this tavern brawler is exiled, and for as long as this remains on the battlefield. That card.
All right.
So the War Doctor will get 3 counters on it, so it'll go up to 6
I
counters.
already had 3 counters on it.
Well, what's a few more? What's a few more?
Listen,
6.
Doctor's very big on counting.
Yeah, doctors love counting, as our ability for math has clearly shown you so far. Okay, now we're gonna go to combat, and I'm gonna move these 5 Ozolith counters onto the War Doctor.
Oh
so when
my
he
God.
attacks, he will get to deal a bunch of damage somewhere. It's very exciting.
How much do you think that damage is gonna hurt me?
That's a great question.
Or Clara, I really value Clara on my battlefield.
I was going to deal it to the professor's face as a reward for all the great times he's been giving me. so
I've
far.
always
Wow.
thought the Doctor's face was so just,
Punchable.
Thank you.
Why does everyone keep saying that about
Well,
I'm the master.
the doctor?
I'm playing the master. I'm
I
actually
just
the
said
15th
it
doctor.
on, I think, in some past life on
past
an
life.
episode of something. I don't know.
Uh,
Great. And enjoy your combat step.
Okay, well, I'm glad combat step will be enjoyable.
So I take how much?
Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send Ryan Sinclair at you.
Hey.
I'm gonna send the War Doctor at my good friend, the Professor. Ryan Sinclair is going to trigger, and this will trigger. I will resolve Ryan Sinclair's ability first, see how many counters go on the War Doctor. So I will flip until I hit a non-land, which is 1. Doesn't do anything, but I get a counter on the War Doctor, because I revealed 1. Boop. And then I will exile your Baral from your graveyard.
Goodbye,
You're
Baral.
so real for that.
Tragic, I know. Put another counter on it. And then this ability will resolve, and I'll deal 13 damage to your face.
How 13? How
13.
How?
Oh, what a
absolutely-
great number.
Yeah, so that happens. Good job, War
I go to
Doctor.
22.
That was pretty fam of you.
Yeah, just it's a little family drama over here. You can block with Clara if you choose, but it won't save you taking the rest of the damage, so you probably don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do that.
Uh,
Or no blocks.
no blocks. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, that's what I got. That's the small little play I had. Good work, Ecstatic Beauty, and I'll pass over to you.
I just want to notate that at the end of the saga, what happens? That didn't get covered. I
Oh
think it's
yeah, I was
important
kind of
to share.
excited. So we do 3 chapters to find the three doctors potentially, very fitting for the Day of the Doctor. The 4th chapter is this: choose up to 3 doctors. I may exile all of their creatures. If I do, the Day of the Doctor deals 13 damage to me. So I can kill off all non-doctors, or all but 3 doctors, and then I take 13 damage. But I can choose to do that. I don't have to. It's if I want to push the button. or
It's
not,
choose
basically.
3 or choose up to 3.
Choose up to 3.
Up to 3.
Up to 3. Yeah, up to
Just
3.
wanted that.
I
on
could.
the
I mean, I
table.
could choose yours. I'm not going to. I could choose yours.
All right, my turn.
That would not be very Team TARDIS of you.
Well, sorry, Jody. John Hurt is here right now.
And I will play the command beacon.
Okay.
And I think I will play the War Chief Giants.
All right. 5/3 haste myriad.
We're moving to combat.
Mhm.
We will also take up Urbrask's Forge. Now we've got a 4/1. So I'm gonna swing out with the War Chief Giant. War Chief Giant has Myriad. So I think Carmen, I'm just gonna swing at you. It just seems to be what
No,
we're
it's
doing.
fine.
Okay.
It's so fun.
And the thing is, like, you can block it. You'll
You gotta
survive.
What about your
2/6.
4 power Phyrexian?
That won't swing at you. How about that?
All right, that's
See?
compromise.
I
That's
feel fine.
compromise.
Um,
We're moving on.
And so the 4 power Phyrexian will swing at you, Gavin.
Yeah, I'm pretty wide open.
And then you are taking the OG War Chief Giant.
Ugh,
and-
we'll block it.
The 2 of you will also take each the 5/3 copies of the War.
Except you've got a 2/6, right?
I've got a
Clara,
2/6, so
you're
we're
good
going
to
to
go.
block there as well.
you're just-
I regrettably did attack with everything, so I'm going to take 9 and go to 20.
All right.
20 life.
You know, the candle that burns the brightest burns the shortest.
But I want to burn longer.
Well, you're a Time Lord, so
You
maybe.
need a new set of regenerations.
Oh no.
And I pass the turn.
All right, end of your turn. I will cast Aaron, Street Artist. So this is Flash, it's Defender, it's Haste, it's 0, it's 3, and I can tap 2 and tap it to copy one of my spells that wasn't cast.
Ooh.
Perhaps if I were to say demonstrate a spell or something.
Wow. And it doesn't have to be a instant or sorcery spell, right? That could even be a creature that's copied?
Correct.
Wow, okay.
All right, and I'll move to my turn.
Yep, I feel like this might be a pretty big turn for you.
You know,
Pretty big.
Pretty big. She's gonna be very, very clever, you know? What's gonna happen?
All right.
Or not, I don't know.
I'm gonna start off with Training Center, red-blue land, and then tap 5 for the 12th Doctor. So this is the first spell I cast from not my hand each turn, has Demonstrate. And whenever I copy a spell, I get to put a counter on the 12th Doctor.
Right, and now the Demonstrate does not double with Clara, but the counter does, right?
Correct. Then I'm gonna tap 1 and cast Crimson Wisps on the 12th Doctor, which is going to give him haste until end of turn and let me draw a card.
And make him red. Don't underestimate Crimson Wisps.
He was already red.
Yeah, but now it's
Double red?
Double red, yeah.
I think that's a kind of gum.
Does a lot of things, Crimson Wisps.
It's true, but they're quite ephemeral, unfortunately. And from there, you've been attacking me
I
a lot
have.
this game.
Fair's fair.
This is what we call turnabout. Here's 4 at ya.
Fair play. All right.
And I'm done.
All right.
It's 4 commander damage, just in case.
Oh, good.
The 12th Doctor could actually get somebody, given that he's going to grow.
During your end step, I think it's time that I do what many people have told me to do throughout my life, and that's get a clue, or in this case, crack a clue. I'm spending 2, cracking this clue to draw a card.
Who in your life has told you to crack a clue?
They've told me to get a clue. I should have done that when I
you
got
got
the
a clue.
I messed it up. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you,
You have
Carmen.
a turn. You have a turn coming up. You can do it. We can redeem this.
Untap. It's too late. Don't force it.
No, we're going back
it's
in
not,
time.
It's not fun if you force it. All right,
We're using
untap.
the future
upkeep.
to fix the past.
Draw.
That's my line.
Oh, wow. This is spicy. Okay.
Oh, a little bit of spice over
A little
there.
bit of spice. A little bit of spice.
Oh, spice
Let's let us begin with 3, 4, 5, and 6 to bring Ace back into play.
Oh, good.
For certain, we're doing that. And then, Gavin, you got any blockers there?
I have no
You have
blockers.
no blockers.
No blockers.
Would you like to play a game?
I've been playing a lot of games so far.
I'm gonna move to declare attackers. The 7th Doctor is coming your way, and thanks to Clara, triggers twice.
It's true. We're gonna play a little mini game 2 more times, and you're gonna attack me. Now, I've been very consistent in what I've said. Maybe these folks will give you a much more renegade answer. That's all I'm saying.
I'm attacking you.
Okay, all right.
You are the problem at the table.
All right.
You are the problem at the table.
Ugh.
4 artifacts in play. Is that greater than or less than the number 4?
I will say that I believe it is greater than 4.
All right, now say it. Now say it.
All right, get a clue.
It may or may not have been greater than or less than 4.
But we're not done yet.
We're not
Yeah,
done
we're
yet.
giving it a second time.
We've got a second time, and I might be picking
And now you've got 5 artifacts.
this.
That's synergy.
Okay. Now 5 is a tricky number. 5 is a tricky number.
I thought 4 was a tricky number.
5 is an even trickier number.
Okay.
That's the funny thing. Is
That's-
all of these. They're all tricky.
That's doctor math for you. 5. All right. I'll say it's greater than 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
All right.
Wow.
That's it.
I wanted to get something big into play.
Well, you know,
Not this time, I'm
You're
afraid.
a little greedy.
Radagast hits you for 3.
I'll go to 37. Or
That
20,
was so spectacular.
Yes.
17.
Yes.
Maybe if you would attack somebody, they might have guessed differently. I don't
Might have
know.
guessed on Radagast.
Radagast's done differently. Oh, I passed the turn.
You passed the turn, leaving up 2 mana.
Yes, I'm leaving up 2. What a nice number.
Well,
The blue
nice knowing
player.
you.
Only
Yes.
2 mana available.
Okay.
Hope you
it's
keep
War
us alive
Doctor
here.
time. So I will draw my card.
Don't ever say that band can't.
Then the Day of the Doctor will go to its second mode. So I once again exile cards until I exile a legendary card. And we'll see how many counters the War Doctor is going to accumulate. So currently, when it attacks, it deals 13 damage. Let's see how
Bad
much more
news.
it's going to do. All right, so it's 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, a lot of lands, 5 cards, 6 cards, 7 cards, 8 cards, 9 cards, 10 cards, 11 cards, 12
You
cards.
please stop him.
13
I don't
cards,
actually
14
feel bad
cards,
about my Garuda
15
thing
cards,
anymore.
16 cards, 17 cards, 18 cards, 19 cards, 20 cards, 21 cards, 22 cards, 23 cards, 24 cards, 25 cards, 26 cards, 27 cards, 28 cards, 29 cards, 30 cards, 31 cards, 32 cards, 33 cards, 34 cards, 35 cards.
We're stuck in a time loop, I swear.
37 cards, 38 cards, 39
I've
cards,
seen this
40
episode.
cards, 41 cards. So I'll get the Pandorica into my hand, and I will add 41 counters to the War
Wow,
Doctor.
the Pandorica. What a great idea, actually.
We're providing deck lists in the video description only so that you know what not to build and what not to bring to your next commander.
Well, it's actually really nice. If you watch the video, you can see Gavin's entire deck.
Yes.
True.
All right, so I'm gonna need some D20s. If I could please get some D20s.
Do we have one that just says lethal on it?
Yeah.
Well, I've got
good.
at least
You did.
I got at least
I know.
20 right here. I was 42.
We're bringing some to you.
All right, yeah.
The answer is 42, but that's a different sci-fi series.
33.
No one?
No.
Really?
40,
Yeah,
yeah,
42.
No, I get the reference, but I'm that ain't me, you know?
Well, 42, of course, the answer to life.
I just did
and
that. No,
everything.
don't cut that. Don't cut that out because they were all talking. I did the sci-fi reference, and he's a biter. He's trying to take it from me.
All right, so when the War Doctor attacks, currently, it will deal over 40 damage to any target of my choice.
All right.
We'll see if I get if I get a combat step, and the Pandorica stays over here, and I can cast it.
What are you looking at?
Do something.
What are you looking
You've
at?
got blue in your deck. You've
Why
got
did you-
mana open.
Did you just point at my 03 and say you can do something?
No, you've got blue.
What am
you've
I
got
supposed
mana.
to do, Chuck? Okay, hold
Do
on.
a spell. Cast a spell. Do some magic.
Spell something.
I remember this from a past life. I remember. You've got blue mana. Do something.
Do a magics.
Okay, well, I'm going to get a little bit of protection here for this. I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to attach Robe of Stars to my War Doctor.
Oh my God.
To allow for me to pay 2 mana and make it phase out in case someone has anything.
I will respond.
Oh.
Y'all owe someone.
I owe you.
Y'all owe someone.
Yes.
I will cast Giga Drowse with Replicate 1 time. So this lets me tap anything.
Okay.
And I've replicated it, which means I get to tap 1 more thing. So I'm going to tap your War Doctor as well as Ryan Sinclair.
Okay.
So stop your combat step.
All right, my combat is stopped for the turn.
And because I copied a spell, I get to put a counter on the 12th Doctor, and then that ability triggers again,
Nice.
which puts another counter on the War Doctor. The 12th Doctor.
War Doctor's got enough counters.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that will put an end to my shenanigans for a turn. The Robe of Stars will resolve, though.
That is
I'll put that to the
true.
War Doctor, so I can phase him out.
I did what I could, gang.
All right.
You did.
I did
very
what I
well.
could,
you did
fam.
A great job.
So let's do
How much life are you at, Gavin?
I'm at 17.
Can we all just agree to take him out? Because if he untaps, he can one-shot people. Can we just send everything at him? 17. This should be doable.
All right, well,
See what
here's,
happens.
We can go at least as high as 15.
all right, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go...
Because I'm the 15th Doctor, that's why.
Yes, they get that. They get it. They're watching.
We'll get it in post.
I'm gonna play a bunch of. Now I'm gonna play a couple goofy cards. Here's some goofy boys for you. I'm gonna play one of my favorite, an all-timer, truly an all-time Magic card.
Yes.
The Orcish Librarian. Now, if you don't know this heater of a Magic card, I love this card. Red, tap, look at the top 8 cards of your library, exile 4 of them at random, and put the other back on top of your library in any order.
When this card was printed, Sylvester McCoy was still the Doctor on TV. That's how old it is.
All right, I'll tap 2 mana. I'll play Magmatic Channeler. It's a 1/3. First ability doesn't work right now. It's not on, but I can discard a card and exile my top 2 cards and play one of them this turn. More exiling. Then I'm going to pay 1/2 for a Lightning Greaves. Quick creature has haste and shroud. And I've already got the Robe of Stars on here, so I can protect him already. I'm gonna just go ahead and give these Greaves to one of my blockers, which I very much might need to be able to get in the way. I'll give it to my Magmatic Channeler. I can also tap and exile if I need to. Tap and discard a card to exile. And that is going to be my turn. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. Go for it.
All right.
All right, big turn. Big
We'll
turn.
see. Stop. All right. I'm going to play this Reliquita, and I will cast my Commandor, the Master, multiplied. The master has myriad. The legend rule doesn't apply to creature tokens I control. Triggered abilities I control don't cause me to sacrifice or exile creature tokens I control. Who am I attacking? Guess I'm attacking Gavin, because you seem to be the threat here. I will tick up Urbras Forge to 5, thus creating a Phyrexian Horror. Since the Master Multiplied is in play, I will leave this counter on it, designating that it is currently a 5/1.
Oh my gosh, it's not going to go away that way at the end of the turn.
No, it will stick around forever. And
Wait,
then-
all the myriad ones will too.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they'll
right.
have myriad themselves. They will propagate
God.
again next turn. Yeah.
Should they survive through the next round? I mean, should I survive? All right, and these are each of the tokens that will be created by the War Chief Giant, swinging at you, Gavin Verhey.
Oh no.
Therefore, the copies will also attack you two as well, but you luckily both have Clares, who is a big old butt and will survive. And the attacks shall commence.
And who's getting that Phyrexian Horde? Just asking for...
You,
Oh, well, I was
Gavin
really
Verhey,
hoping-
just like last turn, only one more point of
What a
damage.
good question.
Well,
So-
it was worth asking.
That looks like, if last turn was any indication, that you'll be taking 10 damage.
10 damage.
If you elect not to block. You've got two more
Jeez.
opponents here.
Yeah, I think we are going to do a little bit of
A little bit of blocksies?
I plan to partake in blocking.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah. And you too do some blocking.
Now that 5/1 has trample.
It has
too,
trample.
which is a real bummer. So I'm gonna have the Orcish Librarian block the War Chief Giant. Sorry,
Sounds
Orcish
good.
Librarian, I
Yeah.
love you, but you gotta go.
Me hate books.
And I'll take 5 from the Phyrexian.
All right.
Go down to 12.
And as you have said, the tokens which would normally disappear and poof out of existence will in fact stick around. I will pass the turn.
And the wild thing too is that's a one-time trigger at end of combat. So now even if the master leaves,
They're stuck.
they'll still be in play. So
well, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
That is-
Gavin's very proud of the master. Whereas
Did you
that one
create
is-
the
is
monster?
very happy with that card. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Very happy.
The Time Lords did create the master, as we
That's
learned
true.
in the End of Time Part 2. So, by putting the sound of the drums in his head as a way to have a beacon so that Gallifrey can escape the time lock. But, so that is very on flavor.
Spoiler alert.
Anyway, yes.
Sound of drums is in his deck.
Yes. He will knock 4 times.
You're welcome.
Apologies to all of our sound people.
Yes.
It didn't feel.
I'm not sorry at all.
What a villain. What a true villain.
Oh, I have a mustache. I can twirl it.
All right, I'm gonna draw for.
Grew a mustache for this episode.
Just for you.
Wow, that's dedication.
Hairy slug on my face.
I'm gonna play a land, and then I'm gonna attack Gavin for 6.
Seems good.
All right, Magmatic Channeler. I think we need to preserve our life total, so Magmatic Channeler will go ahead and block the 12th Doctor.
Great.
Goodbye, Magmatic Channeler.
All right, that's what I got. Go.
What I got is 2 open mana to crack a clue, draw a card, see if that helps any. That might not do me any good at all. And then we're going to untap.
How many cards are in your hand, Carmen?
2.
2 cards? All right. Okay.
They're cards.
I believe you.
All right, you don't have any blockers anymore, do
I am
you?
blockerless.
You are blockerless. Everything's coming at you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gavin. We've got a double trigger off of the 7th Doctor, and we've got a trigger off of Ace. I am going to sacrifice an artifact, this clue.
Yep. Now here's the big question, Doctor. Do you want to sacrifice, which do you want these to happen first? Do you want to have more artifacts in play for the 7th Doctor, or do you want to go down on artifacts before the 7th Doctor's ability happens?
Given how many artifacts, given I'm not giving away information. Like, I'm sticking to
You saw through my room.
Doctor.
or did you fall for mine?
Clearly he must choose the Doctor.
I've got a good poker face. Right?
Inconceivable.
Only time will tell.
So the fight is I can get rid of Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan
Basically.
is going to perish.
Yeah.
Ryan will go back to my command zone. All right, guessing
Still
game.
to play my guessing game.
Guessing
All right,
game.
I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 artifacts.
4 artifacts
Good number.
in place. Good number.
Not as good as 5.
Higher or lower?
Wow, so no matter what, I'm taking 6, 7, 8 points of damage. We're going to go to 4. I cannot get 4 points of damage on me or I will lose. But I still am going to go with my instincts here. I'm still going to say it is higher.
Hireless tracker.
Oh, okay. A free tireless tracker. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. And then we will play the guessing game one more time.
Again. Wrong.
Have this one be a deal 4 kind of spell.
Deal 4 would be lovely.
I will still go higher.
Such a good guesser.
Vary up your answers.
Well, it's just I want you to play the big thing. You got
I
with the
had no-
crouching footfalls, but never again.
I had no ability.
Yeah, I didn't think this was a choice. If you could kill him, I think you would have done
I
it.
had no ability.
All right, so I'm gonna take.
Here's the thing. I can sacrifice my commander sphere right now,
Yep.
and maybe I'll draw a pump spell. I am going to actually tap it before I sack it for a mana floating. Luckily, there's no mana burn anymore, or unfortunately. All right, and then I'm going to actually add a mana to that. With this forest, sacrifice a clue.
No
I
pump
get a
spell.
+1/+1.
Pump.
No. No way to deal extra damage.
You gotta be kidding me. All right. All in, all or nothing. Let's do that soul ring. Sacrifice this clue.
Yeah.
Another counter on tireless tracker.
All right.
Draw a card.
Tell me it happened.
It did not.
Wow.
Okay.
Valiant
It
effort.
was a simple request. I don't.
All right.
Damage
so
is dealt.
3, 6, 7. I go to 4.
Right. Now there's also 2 myriad copies coming at my ally doctors. I hope they realize I could not opt not to do this. This is I don't care. Kill the
That's all
myriad
right.
copies.
That's all right.
All right. Then I'm gonna go ahead and second main phase. Tap for 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a blue and a white. And that means we're bringing in Sally Sparrow. I may now cast creature spells as though they had flash.
Oh.
Whenever one or more other creatures I control leave the battlefield, investigate. This ability triggers only once each turn.
That's a good card.
It's a good card. Sally Sparrow was a good, I feel honorary companion, even if mechanically not. I will stand by that.
Fair enough.
Reasonable.
I passed the turn.
And forfeit your life.
Okay.
I did not yet. He might kill you.
That's true.
All right. Well, I'm going to. I think I just need the card at this point. So I'm going to sacrifice Relic of Progenitus to exile everyone's graveyards.
Ooh.
2.
And I will draw
One.
the card.
2. Are we counting for a reason?
Counting's fun.
Oh.
Draw a card.
Oh, I thought it might count for the War Doctor. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
I would normally at this point I would ask if you read the card, but there's so many counters on the card.
I'm gonna go take my turn and draw a card. And then the Day of the Doctor will trigger its 3rd chapter, and I will flip till I hit a legendary
3rd chapter.
card.
Oh my god.
Even bigger, folks.
All right, looking for a legendary card.
I'm gonna get comfortable.
4. I hit Layla the Blade Reforged.
Oh, nice.
They also-
Excuse me, more dice, please. More dice, please.
God.
You
Can
know
we get
what?
some
This
more
one-
Dice boy.
You actually have a spare D20.
Oh, I do from the life that I'm All right.
Dice.
There we go. Layla will go underneath the Day of the Doctor. And then I'm going to attempt to equip Lightning Greaves to the War Doctor. Any responses?
Nope.
Response.
Nope.
Okay. So the War Doctor, when it attacks, it will deal 59 damage to a target of my choice.
But Lightning Greaves doesn't stop Cyclonic Rift, right?
Lightning Greaves does not stop Cyclonic
That's
Rift,
right.
Hypothetically.
In
hypothetically
theory.
speaking.
Like I don't have one, but
But if you did, I'm gonna go to combat.
why are you
Okay.
looking at me?
I'm gonna go to combat.
Yeah.
Can I declare an attacker?
Yup.
Yeah.
Okay. So now now that I'm guaranteed to get an attacker because you cannot respond, I'm gonna talk through my threat assessment at this point. Carmen's only got 2 cards in her hand. She does have a great board though with Clara and the 12th Doctor. So that's pretty scary.
I have 8s of power.
You have 8s of power. I'm also at 4 life. Keep in mind, I'm at 4 life, so I have to be very, very careful whatever happens next. If I deal the damage to you, you've got a pretty good board too. You're playing this little guessing game. You've got a grip full of cards. You've got Ace and Auton. You're gonna probably smash me and deal some damage to me, so I'm kind of worried about that. However, you are definitely gonna kill me on your next turn because of the myriad copies. So I feel like
What if I chose not to attack?
interesting. Yes, because I can kill somebody, but then I will likely die afterwards. So I need someone. I need to make a deal with somebody here. I
A
think.
deal with the Master Doctor. I won't swing, and I won't kill you. You won't kill me.
Now you've got these myriad copies. So if you attack with any of your creatures with myriad, I will die.
I won't attack with any of the myriad creatures.
Will you attack me?
I will
or
not
deal
attack you
damage to
next
me
turn. I will
In
not.
any fashion.
I will not attack you next turn.
Will you deal 4 damage to me in any fashion?
I will not deal 4 damage to you in any fashion next turn. You have Teferi's protection over you.
Well,
Wait, you have multiple ways to block myriad creatures.
I can play a
Are you just
creature.
not gonna cast spells after you attack? What
I mean,
kind of deal is this?
I'll play my 1 creature.
What is this?
This is an enchantment.
That's tough. You have Ryan Sinclair.
I'm just.
I don't know how you feel it like with enchantments. It gets very difficult very quickly.
This isn't Theros.
Listen, I don't.
I won't swing any myriad creatures. You will not receive any damage from me next round.
Wow. All right, Master. It's you and
No,
me.
you never make a deal with the
What
master.
the hell?
You can't make a deal with the master.
The War Doctor goes places. All right, everybody.
Welcome to the
Holy.
dark side.
All right, very good. So I can attack anybody, then deal the damage where I choose. I will just attack you, Carmen. And when I do, I will deal 59. You have the most life, I believe this is correct?
Not anymore.
Well, really, we all have one life right now, if you think
I will
about
deal-
I
it.
regenerate mine.
Carmen, take 59 to the face.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
All right. Maybe you will regenerate into something else. Who's to say, really? But Clara still sticks around as the Auton soldier.
Now I have the Clara card so I can actually read it.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Okay, then I think I'm gonna have to play out a few other cards. I will to try and stay alive here. I'm gonna play Layla, the Blade Reforged, which can maybe do some real blocking work for me.
You're gonna need it.
I'm gonna tap 3 mana. I will play the Pandorica off Day of the Doctor. I can choose to not untap it during my untap step. Then I can pay 1 and a white to untap another non-land permanent, and it phases out. It can't phase in for as long as the Pandorica remains tapped. When it becomes untapped, that phases in. Basically, it locks something inside the Pandorica for as long as the Pandorica's around. Makes sense.
Greatest threat to the universe.
I will
It's
pay.
Gavin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will pay 2 mana, and the Pandorica is gonna lock somebody up. And I think we're gonna lock up Ace, Fearless Rebel.
Boo.
All right, so we're gonna exile, she gets phased out, so she keeps her counters. I did phase something else. I'll put an even 60 counters on the War Doctor. And then I will play Spine Rock Knoll. Look at my top 4 cards.
It's like rock, paper, scissors. Spine, rock, knoll.
And I'm going to put this under the Spine Rock Knoll. I did put 1 more cards into exile, so I'll put another counter on the War Doctor and a counter on Layla. I want to keep the Greaves on my War Doctor. I think, given what's going on here, maybe I might just have to put it on Layla to help get a bit of extra protection there. So I'll put that on Layla, the Blade Reforged, and that is going to be my turn. Master, you are up. Oh no.
Say his name. Say
I
it
honor
again.
my deals, Doctor. At the end of your turn, I will cycle Canyon Slough for 2. And I will draw a card. And I will untap. And I will draw a card for turn.
Oh no, I do not like
I
that.
really, really want to do this, but
I mean, you should do it. You are the master. You are the man.
no,
of
the
chaos.
other evil plan was good too, but this one is a good one as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to play Haunted Ridge for my turn. It's funny when your evil plans multiply as if they had myriad of them on their own, you know? I'm going to move to combat, therefore taking up Urbrask's Forge. I will honor our bargain, Doctor.
Very, very good.
I will create yet another Phyrexian Horror. I don't have another Phyrexian Horror.
We don't have
Because no one
another-
anticipated that I'd make another one.
Here, you can
So-
use,
Copy token.
you can use this copy token
All
of
right, thank you.
another Phyrexian Horror. See, because it's Jace, Phyrexian Horror, because he got Phyrexianized. Anyway,
Oh, we love a theme.
yes.
All right, so... Right, moving to combat, I will honor our bargain, as I said.
Very
And
good.
I will only swing with my trampling Phyrexian Horrors. And it's a total of 11 trample damage coming to you.
11 trample damage. So let me ask you a few questions here, Master.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to, if I work to destroy Gavin on my turn, your agreement does not prohibit you from helping me destroy Gavin?
I believe that is the truth.
I'm feeling like I'm going to take the 11.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to lose. The only way I'm going to kill Gavin is with everything. So I take 11.
You take 11.
But
then who
I'm
will
gonna
you
die.
lose to?
Yeah. But see, this has just got me in a really bad spot.
Funny how that works.
Oh no.
Your turn.
You should leave
And
all
it
your mana
helps.
untapped.
All
Yes.
the myriad creatures basically don't do anything if there's only one opponent.
Right.
Well, except for attack.
Well, they... Details.
Yeah, details, you know.
Uh,
If you let me live, I can kill him on my turn. with the War Doctor.
If I let you live, you'll kill him.
I kill him with the War Doctor. Yep, just by
And then I
attack.
kill you.
That's a good deal. We have to stop the master.
Yeah, I mean, I'll might play some blockers or something, but I will not hurt your stuff. I'll just kill off his stuff. And
Why?
Kill his
Because
entire
all
person.
Why
three of
do
us-
that? Why not just let things progress as they should? We struck a deal.
Yeah, how are you going to kill him?
And why would you kill me? We struck a deal. I'm protecting you.
No, you for the one turn. Yeah.
Exactly.
This situation
So why?
is a paradox. We're not going to remember this, and if the master gets away, he'll wreak havoc on all of time.
I'm going to start by playing an overground farmland, and that is going to create a clue.
Nice work, Tireless Tracker.
You're going to die.
What? What? How are you going to kill him if you kill me?
Moving to declare attackers.
All right, declare attacks.
All right, I'm attacking Gavin
What?
with Sally Sparrow,
Okay.
7th Doctor, and Tireless Tracker. Trigger, 7th Doctor, twice
Yeah.
because of Clara. I have 1, 2, 3 artifacts in play.
So you're going to kill me no matter what. Because I can only block one of them, and I'm going to take 5 and die. And now you want me to play your guessing game.
Yeah, I want you to play the guessing game.
I want to play the guessing game.
You do have to guess.
I do have to guess. I have to
Twice,
guess
whether
and
you
so
live
I
or
am
die.
guaranteed dead. You know what, though? I want to see a doctor take it down. So I will say, for the first time this game, I believe it is lower than 2 artifacts. Ooh, Angel of the
Angel
Ruin.
of the Ruins. When Angel of the Ruins enters the battlefield, exile up to 2 target artifacts and/or enchantments.
So
So
you
this
free
is
spell.
now in play,
Okay.
and I can exile 2 artifacts and/or enchantments. So we're going to exile the Phyrexian machine thing that's in there. Urbrass Forge is gone, and then let's get rid of the
Thought Vessel.
Thought Vessel.
Okay.
Hey, your War Doctor gets counters, Gavin. That's so cool.
Second trigger.
Okay, second trigger. I will say, lower yet again. If it is higher, you can play it. Ooh, the Lunar Hatchling.
The Lunar Hatchling. It's a 6/6 flying trample.
It's free.
It's free.
Okay.
Attacks proceed.
It's sad to go like this, and the War Doctor was in such a great position. But I will, I'll block here. I will take 5, and I will perish. So this will die. You'll get, the Pandorica will go away, so Ace will come back in untapped under your control.
Very nice.
And all of my stuff is finished. The War Doctor tried his best.
We doctors worked together to defeat the Master. That is what happened here.
We certainly tried.
Or at least
Well-
we're going to, unless I screw it up somehow.
We never know.
We'll gotta
Time
find
will
out.
tell.
Time will tell. Time has told.
You've got a bunch of blockers now.
I do have a bunch of blockers. I have a bunch of mana. I've got a clue. I kind of want to keep that clue. Pass turn.
All right. I will untap. I will draw for turn. I will play Rakdos Carnarium, bringing back the Temple of Malice to my hand.
So now the Master's at his weakest, because Myriad stuff is not going to work anymore. So you at least got that. You got that going for
The
you.
one-on-one mass destruction would have been delicious, but unfortunately,
Master versus Doctor, just as it should be, I suppose.
moving to combat.
Yes.
Swinging with the team.
All right. Okay, so I am going to crack this clue just in case I draw a creature. My tracker gets a counter, and I drew a creature,
Hey.
which I'm going to play just because I need a blocker. Now, does all of this have trample? What's
No,
going on? None of
just
it.
two
Great.
creatures.
I'm going to flash in K9.
What does K9 do?
Affirmative.
Affirmative. As long as K9 Mark 1 is untapped, other legendary creatures I control have Ward 1, and I can tap it with blah, 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 blah. It's dying. K9 is a chump blocker. I block the Angel of the Ruins on the 6/1. Clara's going to block the 5/1. The Lunar Hatchling is going to block the War Chief Giant. And then I throw K9 under the bus on the other War Chief Giant. And then Ace is going to die heroically blocking the Master.
She will trade with the master.
Very well done, Ace.
All right. In that case, you take 5.
All right.
I cast Toxic Deluge.
Oh my God.
As an additional cost to cast Toxic Deluge, pay X life. I will pay 6 life, which should destroy every living thing.
That is going to kill everything.
Yes.
But, you know, Time Lords have a funny little trick.
What's that?
It's called regeneration.
Ooh.
No!
In response, until end of turn, target Time Lord you control gains when this creature dies, reveal cards from the top of my library until I reveal a Time Lord creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest onto the bottom of my library in a random order.
In which case, everything does die,
Yes.
but you, Doctor, come back to live another day.
Yes. And now, Who does Sylvester McCoy regenerate into? Reverse regeneration! Reverse regeneration!
I remember
All right.
this episode.
If Colin Baker can save the day here, it will do his character and actor justice. This is a 3/3 with Time Lord's prerogative. Whenever you cast a historic spell, copy it, except the copy isn't legendary. This is no good to me. This ability triggers only once each turn. Oh my god. This is useless, just like the 6th Doctor.
Whoa. Such a 7th Doctor thing to say right there.
Yes. Are you...
Pass turn.
Oh, no, you're not bringing anything
No, there's
in?
nothing else to do. I'm too expensive.
You're too expensive.
Classic master problem.
Classic master problem. Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Oh my god. Okay, it's time for doctors. Lots of doctors. We're gonna go 2, 3, and then we're gonna pay the tax here to bring in the 7th Doctor and get a copy of the 7th Doctor. Too many doctors.
I remember this episode.
I love it when there are 3 doctors.
Yeah.
This is the 3 doctors. Unfortunately, these doctors do not have haste. Move to declare attackers. Swing for you for 3.
No blocks.
And didn't play a land this turn. We're gonna go ahead and drop a plains. Tap 2 for a Mycosynth Wellspring. When it enters the battlefield or is put into graveyard from the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand. I'll go ahead and we'll just grab a forest.
One of the things we found in design a lot is you'd be like, I remember that episode. Of course that happened. And here we are. It's like, remember the time when the 6th Doctor created 2 copies of the 7th Doctor?
No. The 6th Doctor met the 2nd Doctor and the 2 Doctors.
Yeah. You got that card in there
Well,
too.
no, this
Very
one was
pro-
just lost in a fire.
Yeah.
All right, this is one of the ones lost in a fire.
Hey, remember the 7th Doctor regenerated back into the 6th Doctor and then had made 2 more
Wow.
7th Doctors.
Oh, that was a classic who.
Classic who, yeah. Classic Doctor.
What an absurd idea going back to a previous Doctor. That is completely against everything that ever happened in Doctor Who. Only here could that happen.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say. I'm trying to say I passed the turn.
Thank you. At the end of your turn,
Yes.
I will sacrifice my command beacon to bring the master from the command zone into my hand.
The Master is a Time Lord as well. Has a funny habit of coming back from death,
I will
cheating
draw
death.
for turn.
Yes.
I will play the Temple of Malice, scrying. I will put this at the bottom.
Don't want that one.
I had a lot of those this game. And I will play the Master Multiplied from my hand. 1, 2, 3.
So you know what's so cool about that? That's also the Doctor Who theme.
Oh, yeah.
The heartbeat of a Time Lord.
And
Before.
I'm afraid
That's
I
it?
just have to pass
That's
the
it?
turn.
Oh, snaps.
Really can't
Oh,
do much.
snapsies. All right. Don't screw this up. All right. Well.
I think you drew a spell.
Oh, that is an island.
Let's go ahead and let's move to declare attackers.
Sounds good to me.
We are going to attackers with everything
All right.
at you.
And how big are they?
This is 3/6, 3/6, and 3/3.
That's big.
We have a trigger.
Okay.
And we have another trigger.
Okay.
So we're going to play the guessing game.
Oh,
we
good.
have 1, 2 artifacts in play. Only two. And I'm going to say, do you think this is bigger than or smaller than 2 artifacts?
Given your behavior, Doctor,
Yes.
I'm going to say that it's actually smaller than 2 artifacts.
I'm going to say it's smaller.
No!
Oh!
Misjudged you, Doctor.
Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. If that card is converted mana cost 3 or less, it enters with 3 additional +1/+1 counters on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, creature card from among them. Where's a creature card? Okay, there's a creature card. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and say that the 3rd Doctor comes into play. The 3rd Doctor does not have converted mana cost 3 or less, but it does get +1/+1 for each non-creature token I control, which is none, unfortunately. When the 3rd Doctor enters the battlefield, create your choice of a clue token, a food token, or a treasure token. I think that I'm still in the mood for clues.
Get a clue.
Get a clue this game. So actually, the 3rd Doctor is a 3/3 now. Very appropriate. And we've got another trigger. And we've also now got another artifact. So now the question is that Greater than or less than 3?
I'm just gonna say it's greater than 3.
You're gonna say it's greater than 3. Looks like I get another. Damage, blockers, master.
I guess I'm gonna have to block one of those with the master. And before damage is assigned, I will plumb the forbidden.
Ooh.
As an additional cost to cast this spell, I may sacrifice one or more creatures. When I do, copy this spell for each creature sacrificed this way. I draw a card and I lose 1 life. So it looks like I'm taking 6. The master will die. Going back to the command zone, I will draw 2 cards and lose 2 life.
I guess you're probably just digging at this point to try and find.
Trying to stay alive, desperately. And I will take 6 damage.
Second main, I think it's time to bring Ace back out, don't you? Let's go ahead and we're going to say 2, 3, 4. We're going to pay the commander tax once, and then we're going to pay the commander tax a second time to bring in Ace, and I get a copy of Ace.
2 7th Doctors, 2 Aces.
2 7th Doctors, 2 Aces.
I remember that. That was a double feature, right?
That's a great episode.
Pass the turn.
Doesn't look good for me, Doctor, I'm afraid. And I will play, unsurprisingly, this land. And I will play Rionia Fire Dancer. Dalek Squadron. Has Menace and Myriad.
What does the Dalek do?
The Dalek will exterminate you.
Good luck.
Rionia says, at the beginning of combat, I will make a copy of another target creature I control, which is the Dalek Squadron, which will exterminate!
I will block with Ace and the copy as well.
That's all I've got for now, Doctor.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. And I think it's time for far, far, far too many doctors to come your way. When we attack, we've got a lot of triggers.
No!
Do you want to play any final guessing games before you die?
No, Doctor.
No?
Done. Yes. No. Yes.
I warned you that this always happens. And now you know what happens next. I forgive you.
No! Right, so how fair was that? 3 doctors against 1. Not very fair at all. When the tables are turned, when there's 3 masters against 1 doctor, then you'll see a massacre.
Well, I guess if there's one lesson to take away from this, don't make any deals with someone called the Master.
Well, I was out first, but it looks like the master is stopped for now.
There, that should do it. But there's still evil lurking about. Stacks players, extra turns players. Come on, we've got work to do.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play, Kisses and Hugs.
Today, Aaron Hansen picks the format. What did you choose for us today, Aaron?
Under $50? This is Ogdus the Dragonslash.
Hi, I'm Spencer Crittenden, Akeem the Soaring Wind.
My commander is Volrath the Fallen.
Hi there, I am Talia Vest, Yargle, and Multani.
Ah!
What?
Yargle! What do you live in a glen?
No, well, maybe.
Kind of. This is a hard decision. I don't think it is. Just hit me.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a hard decision.
What? You haven't seen the
station agent?
He has a hat.
Oh, he doesn't have a hat.
Does anyone want to cut me?
Absolutely.
Not that way. But after the show, we can talk.